Alright, I just made it to my site. Gonna be camping overnight for one night tonight. It's supposed to be not the greatest weather. Mid-40s will be the highs. And it's potential for rain tomorrow, but I haven't been out for a while, so I wanted to get out. Show you what I'm looking at. Again, a nice view, different campsite. But right on the river again. I'm gonna set up my tent right there. So then I got the fire ring and all the necessities. There's a bathroom right down there. We'll see how it goes. I just pulled my phone out of my pocket to record, and I found a little deer tick on it. So I didn't know I had to worry about those when it's this time of year and it's cold, but oh well, I guess they're everywhere around this park. I haven't been recording much today because I've been getting a lot of work done. If you see my site here, got my tent all up. It's getting pretty cloudy now. It's been pretty cloudy all day, but it's getting a lot darker, and it's only like 5:30. The sun doesn't go down until about 7:30, so shouldn't be getting this dark yet. Hoping it doesn't rain too soon. And then I got all my wood there. That's mainly why I'm hoping it doesn't rain, because I just spent all that time gathering firewood. I made a little teepee thing that I just took down just to see how it works and how to do it, how easy it is. Turned out it was pretty easy. But yeah, getting a lot of work done. Tonight for supper I'm going to have some chili that I actually dehydrated. I bought a dehydrator, and I was watching a guy on YouTube that he dehydrates his chili and spaghetti and tons of different stuff, so I figured I would try it out and see how it goes. That's what I'm going to be having for supper tonight. I brought some backup just in case it's not good. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Again, great view. I'm out here at Buck Hill Campsite. I got tons of birds over here, and I've been hearing a lot of frogs and woodpeckers and stuff because there's a swamp right behind me. There's also a road across the river. That's Wisconsin right over there. So there's a lot of geese, a lot of animal action, but also there's a road. It's not too heavily trafficked, but what do you do? Can't complain, at least I'm out here, right? Okay, so I'm about ready to start my fire. I got my 3 steps here. Good system. I gathered a whole bunch of dead grass, and there's some birch bark on the walk-in, so I made sure to pick some of that up. Never pull the birch bark off from the tree when it's a live tree. It actually hurts the tree, so I made sure to get one. Actually, that piece was just laying on the ground. It wasn't even attached to a piece of lumber. And then I got some sticks, just the small sticks. Usually one at pencil size and smaller. And then we got some of the smaller logs and split in half twigs and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of a 3-step process. I'll attempt to show you how I get it started with the fire steel. Got my fire steel here, and this is going to be a little impromptu stand to hold my phone up. I'm going to have to get a phone stand eventually, but hopefully this will work. Okay. Make sure everything's in view. Get the grass on there first. And you want to kind of spread the grass out because you want as much surface area to catch the sparks as possible. Get some of the birch bark on there, and same thing with that. Most materials that you find out in the woods you can't just light on fire. You gotta process it a little bit first. Even birch bark, some people think that it'll just start right away, and sometimes it does, but usually you got to kind of break it apart a little bit first. So, get my fire steel on there, and let's see how long this takes. Okay, attempt number 2. There we go, that should go now. A little bit more difficult with the weather that we've been getting lately. A lot of things are really damp right now, which I didn't think would make it that big of a difference, but apparently it does. Either way, got the fire going, got plenty of wood to last multiple nights. Yeah, should be a good night. Well, this is what rehydrated, dehydrated chili looks like. And I had a little sample of it. It wasn't too bad. Got some crackers here. I'm dipping it in, and that's the first real taste. And I can't tell you how impressed I am. That's really good. The hamburger came back to life perfectly. It's a thick and hearty meal out here in the woods. I got some corn, chunks of potatoes, and tons of hamburger in there. So, yeah, this worked out very well. I ended up having to move sites. I had a couple of people walk into the site that I was at, and it turns out I actually walked into the wrong site and set up everything. So it was about 7 o'clock, and I got kicked out. I went to my actual site, and now I'm here. I'm all set up. I was thinking of going home, but I decided to stay and collect some wood. It was definitely a bummer, but I'm making the best of it, and this chili is really good. Just waking up to a rainy morning. I'm hoping that the rain lets up so that I can pack up without getting rain inside my tent. The way this tent packs up, you gotta take off the rain fly first before you can take down the inside part. So it's been raining most of the night. Have some oatmeal this morning and then get my butt out of here. Well, I'm all packed up now. You can see I'm at the old site again. Like I said last night, I had some visitors, and actually it turns out I was in their spot. So they're pretty nice people. They waited for me to pack up, and I walked on off. I had about a half hour till sunset at that point. So I was debating on going back home, but I decided to stay. You can see there's a lot of rain. It pretty much stopped raining now. Kind of just dripping off the trees at this point, but it was in the forecast, so I expected that. The only thing new is the fact that the weatherman got his job right. And you can see the little print of where my tent was and how dry it stayed. I got the outside shelter, which is all wet. I'm going to have to dry it off when I get home in just a garbage bag over here. And then I got my backpack with the rain tarp thing on it. So I'm about to hike my butt out of here and call it a day. It was a good trip though.